Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 18 of my look at jungle adventures. And if you are returning, welcome back. And in this part, we're just going to do a little bit more exploring of the area, check out the gates that aren't locked. At the end of the last part, Chloe had gone into the plane area, the one with the crashed plane, and opened the chest. There's still areas to excavate over there, but I thought, why not just go try and look around first before we, went back to there. So we are back in the main clearing. That is where you go to the temple, and you can see the falls over there. And I'm going to zoom out. And I have her going to harvest. This is one of the wild trees of emotion, can be found there. And then that's like this spot, which I know I've mentioned before. It's very high. I think in real life, if I wouldn't want to go over here, I'd be afraid that it would drop because it's, meant to be very high there. So if we go here, this area right here is unlocked. I'm thinking that's the bass, but we're going to have her go there. But this one is locked, which I believe is fishing. And this is the temple, which of course, if we look in here, since we just left not too long ago, it says the temple is inaccessible right now as it is mystically rearranging. Check back in a day. So we can't go in there right now. And then this is the area that's my favorite, which is the island fishing, which I find you can fish up the gold frogs there. I'm not sure about the plates, but the frogs, yes, definitely. So I'm going to have her, because I just want to have us open all of the gates while we're here on this trip. In the past, we've never, and we seem to be getting through them pretty quickly, so why not? So clear the path with her hands. And in some ways, I might actually just have have them all go back home and then have perhaps Joel come back on his own or perhaps bring Mason with him, because Mason does have vacation time for a couple of days just for them to open up another temple, because Joel, of course, has to open some temples to complete his aspiration, and, of course, have them continue to dig. Because the thing with Chloe, who is running over there, I don't think I've worked on her wellness skill, if I remember correctly, so she has to go walk. Level 1, very low on the wellness skill, because of course if you're high enough in the wellness skill you can teleport to places. So for Mason I have to do the activate a mystical relic 5 times, and I'm realizing that probably being a skeleton with the others is not so good, because I see he's gonna do some, I'm thinking that's a skeleton scare all on his own, because it was some type of mischief. And we're not going to freeze ray him. Friendly will ask about day, since I should probably have him go digging on his own and not with people, as long as he's a skeleton. I think it would be better if I wonder if they were both skeletons, what it would like. So I'm going to have him travel through there, or I probably don't even need to do that. And Kaden is over there playing chess. Oh, look at the birds. And of course Chloe is exploring to this one, and once we get the pop-up, it'll tell us if that's going to the bass, which I do think it is the bass, and we'll go there. Just, why not? She wants to take, I wonder if that's a vacation day. Okay, suddenly sloths. As Chloe rounds the corner, there's a stillness in the air. She looks up and notices a bed of sloths watching her. Chloe is distracted for a moment and walks into a low hanging branch, releasing a small band of fiery flies, which fly at the sloths and begin to bother them, scorching their fur and spots. What should she do? So we're going to distract with the dance, because higher Salvadoranian culture skill leads to better results, and we have level 5. So I think she's going to end up being playful, if I remember correctly. That's what happens when they have interactions with the sloths. And she could miss the flies, but she doesn't need to, because she's maxed her culture skills. So she starts making noise as she embarks on the local dance, hoping to distract the flies from the sloths. The moves work as the flies are confused by the whirling figure below and decide to fly off. A moment later, a crystal drops from the trees, and as Chloe looks up and locks eyes with one especially friendly sloth, it winks back at her. And yes, this is to the bass. So I'm going to take her to the bass. and I might just take her to the baths. I'm not really sure. But I will see you when we get to the other side. Well, Chloe's here at the baths, which we've been to before, but I did think there was another path to clear, which is why I had her come over here, because I wanted to see if we could like open up all the paths on this trip, at least all the paths that were available on this trip. So we're gonna go take that and see where it gets us to. And I'm just sort of looking around a little bit. What can we see? There's the waterfalls and obviously a lot of water. Lots and lots of water, which I guess makes sense with it being a bath area. And of course this lot is locked so that we can't edit it without a cheat. We'll see how long that takes her to get there. And see, there's a fruit tree, a tree of emotion. Someone was asking once where you can get them, but pretty much all the different little lots, the temple, you can get them here. I thought there was somewhere you could get a few of them at the same spot. Maybe it's when you go through here that there's a few at that spot. I really don't remember. Because I haven't been coming to the baths that much when I come here, because I tend to concentrate on, well, I've been lucky and had one of those fishing spots open that I really like. Oh, there we go. She's gone through. And see, we can still, even though they didn't travel with us because I left them behind, we can go see where they are. But we can't see Kaden. He's sort of grayed out, like as if he's back at the lodging. So, carnivorous vines. A glint catches Chloe's eye, and she spies something shiny in the middle of a patch of vines. As she approaches, she notices that the vines seem to be moving menacingly, and that a torn old boot sits among them. Is it evidence of another traveler who wasn't so lucky? Should Chloe attempt to retrieve the shiny object or leave the hostile plants alone? So, of course, I'm not going to leave the treasure. Retrieve the treasure. Higher gardening skill leads to better results, and distract with flies, which she has some plasma bat bait, so I could do that. But she is, I think, level 9 of gardening, so I would think that would be high enough. Chloe has heard rumors of sim eating plants, but has never seen one in real life. According to her horticultural knowledge, the plant stuns the victim using a poison gas released from the tip of the vines. Chloe carefully avoids the dangerous area of the plant. The treasure is hers. So she's going to get a treasure, and she's through to the other side. So let's see. I'm right. This is the place with the different, with a few of the trees. I thought there was a spot. I was thinking it was the baths themselves, but it isn't. It's a spot. But that's, what else is there here? Is there any treasure? Or is there just plants? So she has a few trees of emotions she can harvest from, which I'm primarily harvesting to help her with her skill, and an avocado tree. And I'm thinking there must be a chest here and that I'm just missing it because there's this freezer bunny little thing in the middle. I'm just being, oh, there it is. There's the chest. So we're gonna see what's in this chest. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. But first, before we see what's in that chest, let's see what she got as a treasure. So she did get a treasure. She got a bullseye Amazonite gold perica, and I don't know if she got that just now, or if she got, I think she got a crystal from the sloth. So I think that was just what she got right now. She's got dirty clothes in her laundry, in her thing, because she has the slob trait. So she that must be the crystal. She got an uncommon crystal. So I'm gonna have her do all of those things. Let's go quick through the gardening. And I think that's it for this trip. I think she's unlocked all of the, she wants to take a vacation day. Well, sorry, sweetheart, you only have 1 day vacation, so you're not taking a vacation day right now. You need to build that up. Which, of course, she's not going to build up very quickly. Oh, look, she found wondrous. She didn't get cursed. I have had my sim, which I've mentioned before, get cursed from one of these treasure chests out in the open. She took an artifact and some adventure gear. So this is the artifact, and can we see what the adventure gear is? Do we have another little new symbol on anything in our inventory? that's not things she's harvested, or yeah, I can't see what she got as her adventure gear. And I could be missing it because, there's so much in her inventory and you might be seeing it or not. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything with the new star thing. So, but apart from, of course, this knife that she's obviously gotten. So I think she's kind of done. I don't think there's anything else. That's where she came in. I think it's kind of the end of the line from the looks of it. She got the treasure that's in this location, and there's nowhere else to go but back. And she could, oh, there's the plantain tree. So they have all, this is the one thing about this area, is I guess they have all, because I did see a black bean plant too when I was going by. I did notice that somewhere in my scan of the location, but we don't really need any of these plants because we have them all. I just have her harvesting because it'll just like boost her gardening just that little bit more. I don't think she's maxed her gardening yet. Now she's near maxed it, but not quite. There's the black beans. So essentially every plant is in this location. The tree of emotions, the black bean, the avocado, and the plantain, which of course is a base game thing, but they also have it here in Salvadorada that you can go harvest. Normally plantains you have to buy from seed packets. I'm not sure if they're at the chalet in Windenburg, because it has a lot of plants there that all in one location, so it's a nice place if you want to go harvest your plants. You do have to wait for them to become harvestable, of course, but I think they don't take as long there as maybe some other places, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to have her go back to where she was, because there was some places all ready to dig and have, be excavated and stuff like that. So let's have her, I don't know how easy it is to get back. So we're going to travel through, and that should take her back to the baths, and then I'm going to have her travel through from the baths over to and hopefully I'll remember which gate it is, because they'll both be open now and I don't take the wrong one. But I think we've opened every gate that's available to us on this trip. So here, we just came through here, so stay there, Chloe, so I know. And then of course the gate is over right here, so you're going to have her travel through. Oops. Looks like Joel got attacked, but of course he'll be fine because he's maxed his Salvadoradian culture skill. Mason, you're energized again. Is there anything here that you can go do some excavating right away? Because no one wants to be near you right now while you're a skeleton. Sorry. Sorry, mister. Yeah, still locked. And then you can maybe go dig up these. And Mason was descended on also. And Chloe, I don't really want you in the so she was able to get through without the loading screen, but to go out she had to go through the loading screen. So let's take a look and travel through there for her, because I want to take her back to the plane site is what I'd like to do. Though I'm curious for Mason, he has that for 17 more hours is what is left for him. And I'm wondering whether he could even activate because he has that, I don't know if he can activate anything, but we never did collect the things I wanted him to collect. I'm sort of turned around. There's the bridge. So she needs to go all the way here and then go through here, and then this is going to be the plane site, which has the sites that we haven't excavated already. So Joel found a fossil rock. See, he's at the trailhead. Oh, I guess because so she's okay. So you're fine. So go do what I asked you to do. Go on. So because we traveled to another lot that wasn't connected, the in-between lot stayed connected, but he's like in a different location. Okay, so we're back here, and she's going to establish an excavation site, and this is still open. And are you still excavating all the way over there? You are. So they're not doing anything very interesting while I'm doing excavating, so I'm gonna just like let them do this excavating and in hopes of finding some more of the the relics. Yeah, the relics, and get them mixed up. Relics, artifacts, and treasures. So I want them to find some more relics, so that they have more selection for when they need to do the mystical relics. And speaking of mystical relics, I am going to take from Joel, because he has 6 of these refined rare gems. Oh, look, we got a death relic base. Hey, that's just what I wanted. So I'm going to put that into Mason's inventory. And as I had mentioned in a previous part, we have so many because Mason is a scientist and he has a cloning machine. So they happen to have at least 1 rare gem. So I had the gem duplicated, cloned. And then because Mason went to work and was busy a lot of the time, I actually had Joel, refine it, and then I just had him clone the refined crystal. So we have lots of rare refined crystal and uncommon. I did uncommon also because we need those, because some of them I don't necessarily, and some of the ones that are more curse like, I'm more inclined to do the common crystal in it so that it's not such a bad curse, because I just want to try and examine a lot of the different combinations that we have here. So now what I'm curious for Mason is he is still under this blessing of bones. So I don't know whether he can. So this is the golden Balampasol Watcher Relic. And I can't remember for sure. I keep getting the Watcher Relic because with the Balampasol, the death one and the Balampasol gives you the blessing of the bones, which is what Mason has. But this one actually, this doesn't tell you what it is. The Balampasol and Watcher, I think. And then you have the Chaos one. And the Chaos and the Watcher, one of them gives them friends and one of them gives them money. And I can never remember which it is without looking it up. Eventually I'll remember it, but right now I don't remember. I don't remember what it is. Let's take a look and see if I find that's a Totokalama. And that's the Zazatotl, which is the bird one. And where are his Balampasol that aren't actually, this is assembled already. Where's the rest of them? And then this is the curses of the ancients, which is with the Watcher Relic. And let's see. And that's the death one that we've just done. And I'm just trying to look. There they are. So there's my Balampasol relic. So I'm going to fuse with. So Chaos gives you blessings of the new relationships. And the Watcher gives you the money then. Because that's telling me what it is, I know that the Watcher. So I'm going to take the Watcher one that we have in gold. When I find it again. And it doesn't have a gem in it, so it's not actually ready to be used yet. So there we go. There's the Watcher one. So I am going to insert the rare Jonquilist gem. How long is that going to take you, Mason? I'll be back when he's finished excavating and ready to do this. So we'll see whether or not we can get this one done before... before this part ends. But of course we can also have, it's not like the others don't need to do it, so I could, Joel is all done now. Joel, why don't you go where Chloe is, who's probably finished setting up all her, is she about to be attacked? The way her body stance was there, I thought maybe she was about to be attacked. So you come over here and excavate. But what I was saying with him is we could take one of these other ones, but some of these, like, they're curses, and I'd rather not do them while they're out here. I'd rather do them like somewhere else kind of thing, but I suppose in some ways it doesn't really matter. So he's got a Chaos Relic base. Oh, you didn't make it. You're getting swarmed by bees. So can we try that again, Chloe? Can you come back here and excavate? There you go. Thank you. Because I was saying, was thinking we could do one of these right now with him But at the same time, maybe what I'll do is I'll do it with Mason, because I'd like to see what happens when you complete the aspiration, and since he's the closest to completing the aspiration, it would be kind of nice to, you know, figure that out. I'm gonna go have him stop doing this, and he can come back and finish that after we've done this. Oh, it looks like he's gonna be attacked by bats. It just slows us down a little bit. But luckily it didn't cancel his interaction about what he was doing. So he has done that. So this is the Watcher relic, and it says it's undiscovered. So we are going to activate this on... Oh, we can't activate it on any of the Sims we know. I want to activate it on one of our own Sims. So he can't activate it on himself, so we're going to activate it on himself. So let's see what happens. I think we'll find out for sure. My memory is not very good. There we go. So he's going to put that back in. And it didn't override, so that is the money. So he got the money. So 500 simoleons is what you get when you have a rare crystal in it. And it's a gold one at least. Hopefully the gold ones last longer. I think I remember them saying that, you know, some of them last longer than others. So the spirit of Balamphasol has... bats. We'll leave that for a minute. Has blessed Mason with a large amount of extra simoleons. What he chooses to do with this money is yet to be seen. So it was 500 simoleons. I don't know when he can do it again. So the relic's power is too depleted right now, so he can't do it at the moment. Let's go check in briefly with poor Chloe. Why is she must be dirty or hungry, yeah, because like, why is she uncomfortable? She should have been fine with that. She's got some grow fruit, which I think I bought the grow fruit from Granite Falls, because of course the are you hungry too? Yep. The challenge was like quite a long time ago, and not something that happened in this particular save. Though the grow fruit trees I found stayed around for quite a long time afterwards. So you have eaten a little bit, my dear, and the rest of your needs are okay, so you keep excavating. So I'm going to have them just do some more excavating for the rest of this trip, and I will decide. I might actually take them all home and then just bring Joel back on his own, or I might just come back once Chloe is done with her 1 day of work. She only has like 1 day of work, so I might just take them home, let her go to work, and then just take perhaps the two of them back, because it's kind of nice to have two Sims working through the temple together. It gets them through it a lot quicker, and Mason does work during the week. So I think we're going to leave it here. I doubt anything is going to happen other than they may collect some. Oh, look, we got another Balamphasol relic, but I really need some of those bases is what I need right now. But that is it for this part. We'll be back next time, back in Salvadorada with Joel, and quite likely with Chloe, because she doesn't work on Tuesday and Wednesday, so I might bring him back for 2 sim days during that time when she doesn't work, just so that Joel can get in through another temple. But thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.